Rapid learning techniques, what we know about the brain. Okay. What we know about the brain is that intelligence is developed through effort, like physical muscles. So your IQ is malleable over 25 points. There are certain exercises that you can do, like muscular exercises, to build your IQ. You can go from average intelligence, which is 100, to 125, 126 IQ by doing certain exercises that activate more of your brain cells. Many people, by the way, who have high IQs allow their minds, like their muscles, to atrophy so they're not as quick or not as smart as they might have been. You can actually become smarter by doing some of the things that we'll talk about both today and tomorrow. IQ is affected by your self-concept. If you consider yourself to be a bright person, you'll be much smarter and more creative than if you don't. So when your parents always tell you how smart you are, you start to perform at a much more intelligent level than if your parents tell you something negative or tell you nothing at all. So tell yourself, you say, I'm a genius, I'm a genius, I'm a genius. Say it, say, I'm a genius.
I'm a genius.
Yes, because you have had genius ideas throughout your life. You've had incredible ideas. The difference between geniuses and non-geniuses is non-geniuses have occasional bright, great ideas. Geniuses just say, I'm a genius, and they have bright ideas all the time. That's all. In other words, really fit people exercise every day. Non-fit people exercise twice a month. So if you're constantly using your mind, you actually get brighter and smarter, and you start to unleash more and more ideas, which we'll talk about tomorrow. So second, learning ability can be increased. And you can learn to learn faster and easier. If you want to earn more, you must learn more. And you can actually accelerate the speed. We call this accelerated learning. I'm one of the foremost authorities in the world on this subject. I've done extensive programs on all the different ways that you can turn your brain into a sponge so it just absorbs information. There's a direct relationship between learning and longevity. The more actively you learn, the longer you live. The more actively your mind is engaged. And that's why Goethe started writing the second part of Faust when he was 86 years old. And Faust is considered one of the greatest of all pieces of literature. He completed it when he was 89. I mean, he was still a highly productive person in his later years because he remained fully engaged all the time. Number 4, the longer you continue to learn and the more active you are mentally, the longer you live and the healthier you are. That's why the whole idea of retirement is an old idea that goes back to the industrial age, where people worked until they were 55 or 60, and then like an old piece of machinery, they were worn out and they got taken off the line and put in a field and allowed to deteriorate. In the industrial age, people are taken off the line, they go home and sit in a walking chair until they die. Today, because you work with your brain, you'll be at your prime at 75. You'll be as bright as a berry. You'll be dancing at weddings. You'll be traveling. You'll be learning, reading, studying new subjects, going back to school. This is the best time in all of human history, as long as you keep your brain active. Interesting point, there's more and more direct connections between Alzheimer's and brain atrophy. People started watching television 30 years ago. They're still watching television, and the brain turns to porridge because there's no stimulation. Whereas people who are active and busy very seldom have brain deterioration, what they call senility, diseases of senility. So, rapid learning techniques. The left and right hemisphere of the brain are responsible for very different ways of thinking. First of all, there's the left hemisphere is logical. It looks at everything in a cold, logical way. It's rational, and it looks for reasons. What are the reasons why things happen? It's analytical. As we talked about the conscious mind, it analyzes things carefully and picks them apart. Accountants are very analytical. It's pragmatic. Does it work? All I want to know is, does it work? Not what it is, but does it work for me? Will it be effective? It's concrete. It likes tangible answers, tangible numbers, proof. It is linear. It works with facts and figures in a linear way, step by step. Like engineering, we call this the engineering side of the brain. It is sequential. It deals with things in sequence, one after the other. Like a recipe where you put the ingredients together. It's very much a left brain activity. It's responsible for language. But it's responsible for language in that it is responsible for words. I sure hope they got this down properly. It's responsible for learning the individual meanings of words. And that is why, have you noticed that people from East India win all the spelling bees? Because they have a particular way of memorizing words, and they memorize jillions of words. Now, that doesn't mean they're fluent in speaking the language, but damn, are they good with the words. And it's responsible for math as well, because math is a logical, rational, sequential, linear form of thinking. The right hemisphere of your brain is responsible, and for words. There we go. It's responsible for words. The right hemisphere is visual, and it sees things. The right hemisphere takes photographs of things and will look like when you look at me, you see me and the whole room up here at one time. It is holistic. It sees the totality of things. It goes into a room and sees everybody in the room, short depth, long depth, motion, movement, and so on. It is intuitive. It operates from feelings. It has a gut feeling about things. This is a right brain activity. It is abstract. It sees concepts and ideas. It can create pictures in its mind or pictures in the air. It's musical. It responds to music and the emotion and the fun and the thrill and the excitement of music, which the left hemisphere has no interest in. It's artistic. It's the brain that is responsible for painting and for art and for sculpture. It is spontaneous. It is open, spontaneous, excited. It laughs, it cries, it feels emotions, and so on. It's responsible for dance. All of dance is a right brain activity. I would say that probably turbo fire is a right brain activity as well. It's responsible for poetry and the use of poetry, and it's responsible for language. Language actually shouldn't be in the first column. The left brain is responsible for learning words, and the right brain combines them into language. And so whenever we use language in sentences and pauses, whenever we speak, we're using the right brain. Well, what we know is that the brain functions at 4 different levels. The first level, the beta level, is the conscious level like now, which is 14 waves and above. When your mind is really working really intensely, it can get up to 15, 20, 25, 30 waves, and its wavelength activity is very intense. The second level is the alpha level, which is 8 to 13 words per second, and the alpha level is when you are meditating, your eyes are closed, and you're just completely relaxed, although you're quite conscious and aware. The third level is the theta level. The theta level is the level between this relaxed conscious awareness and sleep. It's where you start to fantasize, you start to drift, you start to have little dreams and so on. Your mind just starts to move away. And the delta level is half to 4 words per second, or waves per second, and that's where you fall completely asleep. A complete sleep cycle takes you from beta through alpha, deep relaxation, theta, where you start to dream, and into delta, which is very deep. Now, if you go through a complete sleep cycle, it only lasts about 2 or 3 hours. And if you have ever had an experience where you've gone to sleep at, say, 11 o'clock, and you wake up at 2 o'clock and you're wide awake, have you had that experience? And you lay down and you can't get back to sleep? It's because you have been fully rested. You've had one complete sleep cycle and you're fully rested. And now you can't get back. You toss and turn and toss and turn. And finally, when the morning comes, you're exhausted. And you get up and at 2 o'clock in the morning, you felt great. This is because you went through a complete sleep cycle. The problem with us today is because of food and drink and stimulation, we have to sort of keep going into theta, and we never get through a full sleep cycle. Once you've had a full sleep cycle, you come out and you're wide awake. People like Lyndon Johnson never slept more than 4 hours a night. There are many very creative people who never sleep more than 4 hours a night because they've been programmed from an early age, for one reason, to have a complete sleep cycle every time they close their eyes. So basically, they're up. There was a gentleman in England, most amazing damn thing. He had he had a concussion, and because of his concussion, he could only sleep 3 hours a night. And so he decided, he was a smart guy, he would use the spare time, because there's nobody to talk to at 2 in the morning. And there's nothing worth watching on television. I've tried. So what he did is he decided he would take that extra 5 hours and study. And over the course of the next 20 years, he got 7 PhDs. He got a PhD in philosophy, a PhD in history, he got a PhD in science, he got a PhD in biology, he got a PhD in poetry, he got a PhD in medieval studies, he got serious PhDs. He became one of the learned men in the world by using his extra 5 hours every day just to study. So it's possible to go into deep sleep. Actually, you can program yourself to say, when I sleep tonight, I'm going to sleep deeply and well. And when you go to sleep, your subconscious mind will say, okay, I know what to do. Put them down. Put them under. And wham. What will happen is you'll wake up at 2 o'clock and you won't be able to sleep, and you'll come down here ruined tomorrow morning and very mad at me. So the best method to get people into the alpha theta level is to combine both hemispheres is to use music and relaxation. And when you close your eyes, relax, and listen to positive messages, they bypass your conscious mind. You've heard of hypnosis or self-hypnosis. Well, this is a form of what is called heterogenic conditioning, where you're actually put into a deep state of relaxation by another voice plus music. And the words are all very positive affirmations. That's all written down in your book, by the way. They bypass your conscious mind and go straight into your subconscious mind. And when you are awake from this deep form of relaxation, all those positive messages are programmed into your subconscious mind and begin to change your thinking, your feeling, and your behavior. The new words or messages go straight into the subconscious. So you can learn rapidly if you do the following things. Define your purpose, and we give you some goals, is have an intense desire to learn, and then always study with classical music. Now this is a little bit different from what we just talked about in terms of what we're going to do now, but I wanted to put this in, is that you can learn rapidly by having a very clear goal for learning, have an intense desire to learn, and always study with classical music playing in the background. If you study with classical music, the words that you're learning actually ride on the classical music, sort of like riding on a river. They ride into your mind with the music. If you listen to words or songs with words, you don't learn what you're studying, you learn the words from the song. Remember when we were young, we drove around listening to musical songs? How many people could still remember those songs? The music comes on, you remember every single word. It's because at that time, that's what was happening. The music combined with the words was going straight into your subconscious mind, and you have it 20 years later. Sometimes you have it for the rest of your life. The music will come on and you can sing along the whole song because it went into your mind. What we're going to do now is a form of progressive relaxation with music. It's called taped affirmation, and we'll take and we'll repeat an affirmation 5 times. When you hear the first affirmation, which will be, you like yourself unconditionally, you really like yourself. As you hear the first affirmation, just simply say yes or I agree. Your eyes will be closed, you'll be completely relaxed. As the message goes into your mind, you just say yes, or I agree, or that's true. You just agree with the affirmation. You'll probably find yourself so relaxed that you won't be bothered saying it again. Each of the affirmations will be repeated 5 times. You'll first of all be counted down by the count of 20 until you're deeply relaxed. The affirmations will be repeated 5 times each, and then you'll be counted back up to full wakefulness. This exercise takes about 20 minutes, and it's really quite beautiful. And so what we're going to do now, use spaced repetition, practice what you're learning. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. These are the last rapid learning techniques. Use spaced repetition, practice it, use a variety of stimulation, take regular breaks. We should probably change the order of that, so the last thing we talk about is taped affirmation with music. But now we're at that. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to empty your hands. We're going to close the door and turn down the lights. And what I'd like you to do is empty your hands and get your hands free and just put your hands in your lap and then close your eyes and listen to this music and listen to the words of the music and just completely relax and just let go. Remember, the less you try, the faster these words go into your subconscious mind and change your thoughts and feelings and behavior. Please begin.
You are now preparing for taped affirmation. You are seated in a comfortable chair. Your feet are flat on the floor or out in front of you, resting easily. Your hands are on your lap, but not touching each other. Just resting comfortably across your legs. Now, close your eyes. Taped affirmation is a process of progressive relaxation. You simply let yourself relax as I talk to your subconscious mind. Do not consciously try to relax. Just let it happen easily. You will find that as I count slowly from 1 to 20, your subconscious mind will gradually relax your muscles. You will feel a wonderful sense of peace and tranquility. Do not be concerned about what depth you are reaching. Instead of testing to see what depth you have reached, let your mind dwell on the peaceful feeling of relaxation you are experiencing, and let yourself go. I repeat, do not be concerned about what depth you are reaching. Instead of testing to see what depth you have reached, just let your mind dwell on the peaceful feeling of relaxation you are experiencing, and let yourself go. With each count, the relaxed feeling will deepen, until at the count of 20, you will be in a deep state of relaxation and ready for your affirmations. Now, take a deep breath. Hold it, and as you hold it, you will notice the tensions in your body. Now, exhale, and as you do, the tensions seem to drain from you, and you feel relaxed. All the tensions are draining out, just as the tightness goes out of a balloon when the air goes out. Now let your breathing be relaxed and easy. 1. The feeling of relaxation is spreading through your whole body. A wonderful feeling of relaxation spreading throughout your body. 2. Your legs and arms feel very relaxed and good, and a pleasurable feeling of relaxation slowly spreads up through your legs and up through your arms and into your body. 3. Your face is relaxing more and more now. All tension is draining from you. The relaxed feeling is spreading through your body. All the tensions are draining out. 4. You are letting yourself relax all over, just letting yourself go. Easily, slowly, relaxed, and light. 5. A wonderful feeling of peace and quiet is slowly coming over you. A wonderful, peaceful feeling. 6. Your entire body now feels very deeply relaxed. The soft, relaxed feeling is deepening with every word that I speak. Very relaxed. 7. You can feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. You are letting yourself relax more deeply. 8. This is a very enjoyable feeling, relaxing deeper and deeper. And as I count further, the relaxed feeling spreads more and more. 9. Now, as I continue to count toward 20, you will become more and more relaxed. With each word I speak, with each breath you take, you will become more and more deeply relaxed. 10. Very relaxed, feeling very good. 11. More and more and more relaxed. 12. Deeper and deeper. 13. Peacefully, softly, relaxed. 14. Relaxed and light. 15. Very, very light. 16. More and more deeply relaxed. Very peaceful. 17. Wonderfully relaxed. 18. Completely limp and relaxed. 19. Very deeply relaxed. 20. You are now in a state of deep relaxation. Very, very relaxed. Each time that you use this tape, it becomes easier for you to relax. The affirmations have a stronger and stronger effect upon you. Now, listen to your affirmations. You like yourself unconditionally. You really like yourself. 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 You always speak in positive terms about yourself and others. You always speak in positive terms about yourself and others. You always speak in positive terms about yourself and others. You always speak in positive terms about yourself and others. You always speak in positive terms about yourself and others. You enjoy and appreciate everyone you meet. You like them, and they like you. You enjoy and appreciate everyone you meet. You like them, and they like you. You enjoy and appreciate everyone you meet. You like them, and they like you. You enjoy and appreciate everyone you meet. You like them, and they like you. You enjoy and appreciate everyone you meet. You like them, and they like you. You always decide for yourself what is best for you, and you allow others the same right. You always decide for yourself what is best for you, and you allow others the same right. You always decide for yourself what is best for you, and you allow others the same right. You always decide for yourself what is best for you, and you allow others the same right. You always decide for yourself what is best for you, and you allow others the same right. You accept complete responsibility for your life and for all of your reactions to all situations. You accept complete responsibility for your life and for all of your reactions to all situations. You accept complete responsibility for your life and for all of your reactions to all situations. You accept complete responsibility for your life and for all of your reactions to all situations. You accept complete responsibility for your life and for all of your reactions to all situations. You enjoy excellent health, and you are easily able to relax at any time. You enjoy excellent health, and you are easily able to relax at any time. You enjoy excellent health, and you are easily able to relax at any time. You enjoy excellent health, and you are easily able to relax at any time. You enjoy excellent health, and you are easily able to relax at any time. You are always calm, confident, and self-assured in your interactions with others, with groups, as well as with individuals. You are always calm, confident, and self-assured in your interactions with others, with groups, as well as with individuals. You are always calm, confident, and self-assured in your interactions with others, with groups, as well as with individuals. You are always calm, confident, and self-assured in your interactions with others, with groups, as well as with individuals. You are always calm, confident, and self-assured in your interactions with others, with groups, as well as with individuals. You are very creative in all areas of your life, always tapping more and more into your superconscious mind. You are very creative in all areas of your life, always tapping more and more into your superconscious mind. You are very creative in all areas of your life, always tapping more and more into your superconscious mind. You are very creative in all areas of your life, always tapping more and more into your superconscious mind. You are very creative in all areas of your life, always tapping more and more into your superconscious mind. You have an excellent memory, and you easily recall names, numbers, and information. You have an excellent memory, and you easily recall names, numbers, and information. You have an excellent memory, and you easily recall names, numbers, and information. You have an excellent memory, and you easily recall names, numbers, and information. You have an excellent memory, and you easily recall names, numbers, and information. You are a total winner, and you are completely successful at everything you undertake to do. You are a total winner and are completely successful at everything you undertake to do. You are a total winner, and you are completely successful at everything you undertake to do. You are a total winner, and you are completely successful at everything you undertake to do. You are a total winner, and you are completely successful at everything you undertake to do. Now, as I count back towards 0, you will slowly return to full alertness. Let the tensions of the day leave. You do not need them. And when I reach the count of 0, you will be alert, fully rested, and you will feel wonderful, both physically and mentally. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. You have let your tensions flow away. As you return to full alertness, you maintain a very relaxed attitude without tension. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. You are slowly returning to full alertness. 9, 8, 7, 6. Now, as I count from 5 to 0, you will have a wonderful feeling of well-being. You will feel energy flowing through and through you. And when I reach 0, your eyes will open. You will be smiling and happy. You will feel wonderful. All of your tensions, all of the pressures of the day have gone. You will feel wonderfully energetic and ready to meet any challenge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Very alert and feeling wonderful. Stand up and stretch or move around.
So how was that? We have copies of this for you, for each of you, to take home. So you can listen to this anytime you like, and it just gradually reprograms your mind in a very positive, very relaxed way. And as you notice, you're completely alert. There's no subliminal message. You can hear every single word clearly, and it just sort of like the words just flow into your mind on the river of music. And we are now done for the day. Thank you very much. And so we're all going to meet out here in the public area, sort of as a reception gathering. We'll start here at 8:30 sharp tomorrow morning. And tomorrow we have a wonderful day planned for you. Tomorrow we'll build on today. Today we sort of laid the foundation. Tomorrow we start to build. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.